I'm Jim Pickering with Sports Car Market magazine, and with me is Paul Duchene, also with Sports Car Market. Today we are looking at a 1977 Chevrolet Corvette,
which, as you can see, has been heavily modified, which actually is not much of a loss in this case, because 75 through 77 Corvettes, you can't do much for them value-wise, which means you can't hurt them either, although this guy has tried really hard.
Let's take a look at what we've done here. Now obviously there's a couple of modifications to the hood in these vents here over the wheels, and the air cleaner sticking out of the hood, which in Oregon I'm not real sure what you're going to do with, because what happens when it rains?
When it rains, you stop wherever you are when it starts raining.
Around back, there's a couple of scratches in the paint, a couple of places where it's pretty obvious that there's some bubbling underneath coming through.
So it's probably spent some time under a tarp, because that's very characteristic. You trap moisture, it goes back into the paint. And judging from what's been done to this car, and particularly if you look at the front end, I'm guessing it sat under a tarp after it met some immovable object at speed, which certainly accounts for all the rest of this, the body kits and so forth, and he put a spoiler on the tail and so on. So it's one of those cars that probably was brought back from the dead, I would think would be a fair guess, and made into somebody's hot rod. If you consider that a nice one of these is worth about 8 or 9 grand, then, and this guy's probably had a lot of fun with this, and if he makes 65, 75, something like that, he's probably in the ballpark.
And that's about what you want to pay, I'd say, for something like this.
Yes, because it's unlikely to have had a very easy life after it's been made to look this cool. So we'll see what happens.